Hey, it's me, Marcy, MFK the Screwboss, Laheen, and I'm going in the DMs with Masquerilla. Let's go. I'm 29. I'm from Washington, D.C. And what I do is make art, whether it's visual, music, street art. I do all types of things. Make clothes, whatever. If it has the word art in it, I do it probably. I make food too. Who came up with Flexico and what was the idea behind it? I came up with Flexico when I was at Howard University. I was sitting in my house one day and I was just like thinking like, let me come back. I got Flexico because I was listening to Travis Scott. I was listening to Quintana. And I didn't like that song at first, but it kept growing on me because a dude that's Travis Scott's DJ went to my school. So I heard of Travis Scott before he was Travis Scott. I heard of Travis and Jason and all this shit like that. So I was like playing in the crib and it was straight from Mexico, call it Quintana. And then I was like, straight from Flexico, call it Quintana. And then one of my homies was like, yo, that shit hard. That shit going like, that's like some hard shit. It is really, that will really stick. So basically I was like, I'm about to go with this Flexico shit, like straight from Flexico. That's where straight from Flexico came from. Straight from Mexico, call it Quintana. It's like straight from Flexico. Nothing to do with Quintana. Just everything is from Flexico. I'm always flexing, making them hardest shit, making hard beats. Everything's like flexed up like some Texas shit, big Texas shit. So that's where Flexico came from. Shouts out Travis Scott. What is Flexico? Where is Flexico? And who is Flexican? Okay, back to Flexico. Flexico is a place where I made up when I was in college. I already gave you the backstory of how I came up with the name Flexico. Now I'm gonna tell you how I made Flexico like an actual place that exists. So I was drawing one day, I was doodling, and then I was like, oh, let me draw the map of Flexico. What can I base this off of? I based it off of East Africa because I was just like really big into Kemetic symbols back then. I was into Africana studies because I went to Howard University and I studied like some Africana studies. So I was like, let me put it on the Nile River because that was like where a lot of civilization began. And then I just I named like, what was it? Awan, because I was just like, Wan. You feel me? I was like, Wan. Because I was like, that's when I used to chill with Black Cray a lot back then. So he used to be like Wan all the time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make this place called Wan. And then I made East Flexico off of East Africa because it was a bunch of fine girls that I used to date from Ethiopia. So I was like East Flexico, East Africa, East Flexico. And then I made West Ho. And that's like a play on like French, H-A-U-X, like ho. So West Ho because a lot of ho shit be going on the West Coast. And then I made Porter Flex, which is like not Puerto Rico, but Port-au-Prince. I spent some time in Haiti when I was like 13. So I was like Port-au-Prince, Porter Flex. It's like a port where Flexico will be importing and exporting goods like the swag, the flavor, the swaver, all that shit. And then there's the capital of Flexico, which is Flexico. And am I leaving out anything? I think. Hold on, I got the map on my phone actually. let me check the map. Sometimes I forget. West Ho. Oh no, I got all the place. Oh, there's actually a place called Ho, which is north of West Ho. It's just like you don't want to go there. Ho shit be going on all day. You don't want to go to Ho. So that's all the places in Flexico. And then you got the ancient ruins, which I based off of like just like pyramids and shit. Tom from Utmost actually vectorized it for me because it was originally just drawn on a piece of notebook paper. I was just like, and then now he was like, yo, send me the picture.
So what's next with Flexico? You're gonna make cartoon, anime.
I mean,
like, the whole story.
I went to, like, one of my homies right now is writing trying to make a cartoon for Cartoon Network, and I was with them while they were coming up with the storyline for it, and I was like, it was like very interesting. I was like helping them come up with some ideas. So if somebody out there is a writer and wants to like help me write the story of Flexico, holla at me. And if you can write for Cartoon Network or like Super Deluxe, holla at me, because I'm ready. Everybody wants to know why I left Goth Money. Let me see, where could I start? It's like I moved here. I moved to California 4 years ago for a Goth Money show. It was like a Marcy Mane Goth Money show and shit. And I came out here like with no money after college or whatever. And I've done a lot for Goth Money, and I felt like what I was putting into it, I wasn't getting it back. And then I've been through like a crazy breakup with my baby mother. I don't see my daughter a lot. So I have a lot of life stress. And so when you're putting a lot of energy into something that stresses you out just as much as like your real life shit, even like Goth Money was my real life. So it was just too much for me. So I was just like, I need to like let something go so I can like breathe a little bit more before I go like crazy in California. And I didn't, that's like what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go crazy in California. Like I like hear all these artists like just going dumb crazy, end up dying, going to like drug overdoses and shit like that. So I was just like, yo, let me just focus on my mental health and just like step back from Goth Money. Like I love Goth Money or whatever, but it's just like had to like let Goth Money be and step out of it. And a lot of things had to do with like internal reasons, with disagreements between the group. But so I just thought it was easier for me to step out of it rather than deal with it. You feel me? Because I ain't feel like dealing with it. So I just like, you know what? Goth Money still exists, but it will thrive forever. You feel me? I still got Goth Money tatted. I ain't get it covered up. You feel me? But Marcy Mane has to do something that focus on Marcy Mane to make Marcy Mane better. So that's why I left Goth Money for Marcy Mane and Marcellus. You feel me? Will there ever be any more Goth Money cassettes? You're the only one that has them. Actually, I'm not the only person that has Goth Money cassettes. Craig has cassettes. Karma has CDs. If you want some Goth Money cassettes, just hit up Goth Money and be like, yo, put out some fucking cassettes, B. I want some hot shit. And they'll probably put out some cassettes. What does goth mean? Is it evolving? Originally, goth meant to me, like, you're different. You're not in the regular norms. Like, when I first delved into Goth Money, you feel me? I thought of it as, like, a group of, like, black kids that don't go with the norms of what the time was back then. Like, this is, like, 2013, 2012. Like, when we first came up with Black Art Goons, it came from, like, a artist vibe for me. Like, oh, like, these dudes are, like, putting out hard music, but they also artists. They dress a little different. They sound a little different. This is some goth shit. It was, like, not, like, what it is today. Like, I feel like people took the aesthetic of what we were pushing and, like, took it to, like, back to the 80s on some, like, fucking real goth shit. Like, some, like, super, like, oh, bro, I'm gonna slit my wrist, bro. I'm bleeding, I'm emo shit. You feel me? That's not what it was. I was like, I'm in the back of the club. I don't fuck with you. I will fuck you up. Like, listen to my music. It's different. I got art. You feel me? I got this. You feel me? But today, I feel like people were influenced by us. Like, we were like the first people that was doing the goth shit in the rap category. Because I know people want to say they was doing the goth shit first, but y'all can have it. I don't care. You feel me? Everybody's doing the goth shit now. You feel me? So it's fine. Have you ever had any interactions with mainstream artists? How'd that go? Yeah, all the time. I don't realize people that are mainstream artists are mainstream artists. But like, let me think. Oh, Travis Scott again. When we were on tour with Young Lean, we went to Travis Scott's house, and I don't know if that was his house, but it was a studio. We were at Travis Scott's house, and Young Lean was recording with Travis Scott. He was recording that this song called "I'm So Wasted," and he made the fucking chorus for it. But when the album came out, he wasn't on the album. But my interactions then, it was just some chill shit. I was just like, "Yo, you're a DJ. I know him. He went to my school," and he was like, "Oh, it's cool." And then they kept on recording. You feel me? It was like every regular life. Like if I was go to the grocery store, it was like, "Hey, I saw you in my apartment." Like, "Oh, this girl that is on Orange Is the New Black lives in my building." Denzel Curry used to live in my building. Is he mainstream? I don't know, cause he used to homie with Metro Zoo back in the day. So I don't really can't tell anymore who's mainstream and who's not. It's just like everything kind of blends together now, like with famous people and people that aren't famous to me. How do you feel about your art has affected the mainstream? I mean, it's cool. It's like I see a lot of stuff that I made or said or might have coined that I don't get credit for, but like I had to learn that it doesn't matter. It's just like if you did that shit once, can you do it again? So that's really mainly what I focus on now is like, can I do something again? Not more so, oh, they're taking that shit from me. Because if you really focus on if somebody taking some shit from you, you're just gonna go crazy, and then you're gonna fuck up your universal psyche because you're just gonna be thinking about negative shit all day, rather than thinking about like, oh, I'm about to make some more cool shit. So if you think about making some cool shit rather than somebody stealing your shit, then you're gonna make more cool shit. Shouts out to the mainstream. Your dad's comment on Guapanese is one of the funniest interactions. How does your family feel about your art? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I talk to my uncle every day about my art and stuff. But as far as like generally, I went to college, so my mom is like, "Yo, when the fuck you gonna have these college loans paid off?" And then my dad comments on my videos because my dad watches a lot of Christian rap. You feel me? So he thinks like all this shit, this whole world is just like not the swag. In his eyes, this is not the swag. He would rather me like, he listens to gangster Christian rap, so don't get it twisted. It's not like he on some like, oh no, he talking about like, I didn't want to shoot this nigga because I'm prayed up, like that type of shit. It's like the rap he listened to, the Christian rap he listened to sounds like any other rap. Like they say nigga and all that shit. It's just the message is a little different. So when he hears my music, it's like he's like, Celis, you need to go deeper. You need to go deeper, Celis. You need to go deeper. But I'm like, I grew up off 3 6 Mafia, and I grew up off like deep rap and 3 6 Mafia. So I'm like a nice medium between the two. So I am aware of what I'm saying and shit, but some stuff is fun to say. It's fun to say if you're like iced out, your balls is icy. It's fun to say those things. So shouts out to my dad. Somebody said, "Why you so damn high?" I'm not so damn high. I'm so damn hot. And it's hot right now because we in Cali. I made that song when I was in Cali, when I first moved here. What is your favorite color? I don't know. I like all colors because all colors are cool. Why does Lil Pump think he started SoundCloud when he hasn't paid homage? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tell Lil Pump you started SoundCloud, bro. You know why he started SoundCloud? Because we started like with Bandcamp and iMeme and MySpace and all that shit. So if you want to say he started SoundCloud, I don't give a fuck. But just know I got a DM from Smoke Perp like, yo, listen to my music. So if they started SoundCloud, they started SoundCloud by showing me their music. Favorite weed strain? I like anything that's like indica, but I like Girl Scout cookies the most. It's like really heavy indica strain. that like let you go beyond the day. Why did you move to LA? I moved to LA for a show. I can't remember where it was. It was like Eddie's Pizza or something in like somewhere. I can't remember. It's like somewhere between here and Frisco, like maybe San Jose.
Is that like in Bakersfield?
Bakersfield. It was a show with like, I can't even remember, but the show got canceled, and I was just like, yo, I'm about to just stay in LA because I met this beautiful girl. You feel me? I met my ex-girlfriend, and I was just like, yo, I'm finna stay here. Like, I'm not about to go back to DC and work it for the government. I'm about to just be an artist. So that's why I moved to LA. How was the trip to Tokyo? So, was that 2 months ago now or 3 months ago? I went to Tokyo for a month. This dude that was a fan of mine flew me out. He gave me like this deal where he was gonna book me a show, and he was gonna fly me out, book me a show, get 60% of the show that he booked me, and that's how I was gonna pay him back. I was like, it sounds like a crazy deal. Fuck it. He gonna fly me out. I'm gonna take it because I already knew people in Tokyo for as long as I've been making music. Like when I was in college, this dude named Mr. Tankini had emailed me, was like, yo, your music's dope. So I've been always connected to Japan, but I didn't know about Japanese culture. I didn't grow up watching anime except for like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Digimon and shit like that. I wasn't like I wasn't an anime fan, so that part of Tokyo I didn't really understand. I didn't know what kawaii was. I didn't know like the Harajuku Barbie swag or nothing. So when I went over there, I was like amazed by it all. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking dope as fuck. Like, this is an amazing place. Everybody has respect. Like, if you lose your phone in a club, somebody will come find you and give you your phone. Like, if you lose your wallet in a club, somebody will be like, yo, here's your wallet. Because they do it off of like, yo, I don't want that shit happening to me, so let me help you out. So, like, that shit blew me away. So, I was only supposed to be in Tokyo for 2 weeks. So, instead of 2 weeks, I extended my trip because my homie owns a store out there, Broke City Gold, shout out to Kanta. And I was doing a pop-up out at his store. He was like, yo, won't you stay longer? So, I stayed longer, ended up meeting this girl, going on like little side adventures like I was in Pokemon. You feel me? I went to Hakone, went to Kamakura to see Buddha, and some other places. Like, I saw Ghost, like all types of shit in Japan. But Japan is dope. One thing I want them to do in Japan is legalize weed, because in the club they smoke cigarettes and everybody knows that's nasty. Are you based? Probably. I made Flexico. Flexico is pretty base. Like, everybody can come. It's like what you put into it, what you make of it. I don't know. I gotta get blessed by Bass God, but I think I'm bass. What does Goth Money Records stand to me? It's like I could say, but don't like put this to like what Goth Money Records is, because I'm not a part of Goth Money right now. You feel me? But Goth Money Records is just a bunch of OGs. Like, we made a lot of swag, a lot of styles, a lot of trends for the past years. So we're just like, not weird, but Goth Money is like 3-6 Mafia was 20 years ago. Everybody in Goth Money that was a part of Goth Money is gonna recoup. You feel me? Get their bread back. Open to working with new artists. Yeah, I work with artists all the time. I just did a video for Cyber. Go check it out on Mascarilla.
Right, so how'd you meet Cyber? How'd that happen?
Oh, how did I meet Cyber? I met Cyber... Well, I first heard of Cyber online when he ended up missing or something. I don't know where I saw the article, but I looked his music up and I was like, yo, this shit is weird as fuck. He just says the same thing over and over and over and over again. But then I saw something else about... the homie Maya, was like, check out my boyfriend Cyber. So I gave him another listen. And at this time, I think I had downloaded Spotify because I just got my music on Spotify. So I looked him up on Spotify and I gave his music a listen. I was like, yo, his music goes hard as shit though. Like that one song that I heard when he was doing some repetitive shit, that was weird as fuck. But this other shit is hot. So I had like kept posting his music on Twitter. I was like, what? Who the fuck knows Cyber's Twitter? And then I ended up following him. And then I was in DC for Christmas, and I saw him somewhere. I can't remember where I saw him, but I was like, what the fuck are you doing in DC? I thought you were from Texas. And he was like, nah, I'm from PG County, which is literally where I'm from. So he ended up being from the same county I was from in Maryland. So I told him to come to the studio when I was recording a mixtape with Wi-Fi God. And then he was in LA like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and I linked with him, wanted to do a photo shoot, and then I was like, yo, let's do a video. I could shoot a video for you. So that's how that happened. Top 5 musical influences. I gotta close my eyes because I gotta clear the room. You feel me? Of all everything. Wu-Tang, 3-6 Mafia, DJ Screw, Madlib. Let's just put Lil B because he's like the new generational swag. Like when I was in college, I used to listen to a lot of Lil B. Like he like really, like he threw me off when I first heard him because I was like, hoes on my dick because I look like Jesus. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But then I like listened to the song a couple times and then I understood it because Jesus said everybody was made in their image. So he was trying to be the best little bass guy. So hoes on his dick, so he looked like Jesus. What came first, producing or rapping? I first started producing first. I was just like making chop and screw mixes and uploading them to iMeme or whatever, MySpace back in the day. And then when I was in college, my homie LeBrie was like, yo, my boyfriend's rap. It was rappers from Oakland, Nilla P and Chill Zill. And I made my first 2 beats. Not my first 2 beats because I was always making beats, but I gave them my first 2 beats to rap on. And then from there, I met MILF. Like I got my house got ran into when I was in college. Like niggas ran into my house with guns. And I wasn't home. My roommates was home. They ran in with guns, stole my laptop, my money, everything. So I didn't have a computer. So I linked up with my homie Khalil. And then I started making beats on his computer for MILF. And then that's how I joined MILF because I was just making beats on his computer. Eventually I made enough beats where I could sell beats, and then I bought my own computer. So shouts out to Khalil, still my homie till this day. So that's how I started making beats. And then how I started rapping was I started rapping on my beats. And my homie Mitch was like, yo nigga, you can't be rapping over the beats because these beats for us, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna rap over these beats anyway. Shouts out to Mitch. How have you kept the amount of authenticity or just general creative to continue making good clothing, art in general for so long? I'm just not scared to lose. I think that's like a big thing. A lot of people are scared to fail. I don't have that. I don't have like that fear of failing. I don't have like attachment to like my art that I create or either. Like I can make the fucking painting that I worked on for a week and throw that shit in the trash. Like, so I think that's a gift and a curse. It's like, it's double-sided. But with my being fearless, I just keep making new shit all the time, whether it's good or bad. Whatever I feel is what I make. So that's how art is really made. You just make what you feel. So that's how I keep everything so fresh over the years, and I'm gonna keep on doing that. How do you grow your weed? I be seeing you in your stories doing some next level shit. So I moved to LA 4 years ago, and I've always wanted to grow weed. I grew weed a bunch of times, like bushes, big bushes, but they would never bud. So I did a bunch of YouTube research on how to grow weed. So I went to IKEA, bought like a little white tent for $15. It's like a tent that you put your clothing in. So I got that, and I have one area for vegetation, where I keep the light on all the time, give it lots of water and nutrients. And then in my bathroom, I blacked out the window, and then I have a light running over the tub and then I have the weed in the tub. Not loose dirt in the tub, but the weed is in bags. So I'm growing the weed in there, and it's on a 12-12 light, and where I give it more nutrients. So that's how I grow my weed. I just smoke some of my weed before this interview. Was it crazy being in Japan? Craziest experience in another country? Like I said before, Japan is like hella respectful. Shouts out to Zucchini, shouts out to Gavel, shouts out to Asakusa 24K night. I went to an underground show in Japan. I think that was like one of my top moments. It was in Asakusa. And then like a lot of like what you see over here in America coming from Japan isn't as like authentic as what I saw in Asakusa. It was like if you would go to a ham show out here like 4 years ago, like that, like that real underground feeling, like a small, like intimate show, but it's super hype. I didn't know what the fuck nobody was saying because I don't speak Japanese, but I could hear the tonation and it matched the beat. So I was like, yo, this shit is fresh. So yeah, that's what it was. Crazy experience in another country. Me and Kane went on tour in Europe, Goth Money tour. One part of the tour, me and Kane were in Amsterdam, and we got some truffles. We didn't want to take them in Amsterdam because we were like, the vibe of Amsterdam is like weird. It's like super touristy. So we snuck on the train with our shrooms, and we took them when we got to Zurich, Switzerland. And Zurich is like hella nice. They got good water, good food. Everything's like super swagged out. So we took the shrooms there, and then we saw like these chickens with horns. So that was like, that whole day was just crazy as fuck. So I think that was like one of my top moments in another country.